But yeah, like the team is putting in crazy hours, like individually. Like they're so easy to work with.
Like
Yeah,
we fully understood our position. We understood how much work it would require for us to be able to even compete with these teams because of the lack of experience we have. I think we're the only team with players that haven't gotten any
then you're
like
solid.
contenders
So I
experience.
want to see it, especially both
That's
teams.
crazy.
At least in a while. I mean, the last time I was anywhere near contenders was when I was
And you guys are still
like 3 years ago.
Yeah, you guys are still putting up great team fights and almost taking off maps that you know do have contenders, you know, Overwatch League and all that experience that you guys don't have. So it's good.
Yeah, we do it with a lot of preparation and focus.
Yeah, shout outs to the coaches over here.
Yeah, the coaches are amazing, especially Papa C.
Neither team
Thank you.
player here just yet.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy to lead a bunch of people like to do stuff when they are so self-driven. Like it's very intrinsic motivation that they have.
Yeah, it just seemed
They
like
really
not
want it.
the right comms there. As
For sure.
Like, the point opened up and Hell was
Damn.
like, I'm
Well,
gonna go get the
I mean,
points.
I'm cheering for you guys, of course, because you guys keep coming on stream. So I was rooting for you guys until everything exploded. But I appreciate you guys being here. It was fun to talk to you too, Karama, because I wanted to talk to you the first time. But I appreciate you guys being on stream. Next week, if you guys want to come on as well, if whoever wants to come on, feel free to. I'm pretty sure I'll have my PC working.
Hopefully.
I appreciate it though. Both of you guys are, all three of you guys are amazing, and shout outs to the team.
Not too bad.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Have
a good stream.
Sorry, I wasn't a little bit more prepared.
It's fine. You're a great host.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Very much.
Don't die though.
The faster you use it, the faster you can get up the EMP. So
Take care, friends.
Bye.
between Lauren
Bye.
and Yukino.
Oh.
Very low. Yukino is
I wish I had better
lower.
questions and better prepared, Bo, because I was too focused on my shit blowing up, man. Team Portugal, though, they almost had it. The Koth map, if they didn't C9, they would have definitely won that one. And I need to go look at the second game.
And Italy gonna go back to the drawing board as Spain adds on to their lead.
Back to the drawing board too, and Spain's able to win that fight very cleanly. A couple of late kills from Hira. Hira is like the big carry damage player, I want to say, for Spain.
These interviews are so awkward. I literally just fried my fucking computer almost. Sorry. I was more focused on trying to get my stream back on than fucking not streaming at all. What?
I mean, Spain is working.
I gotta fucking buy another fucking shit.
Lauren drops the EMP under pressure. Hira follows through, gets Mike and Rajion down right away. And this combination between Lauren and Hira, we called it out last time for being really strong, and today it continues to be strong.
It's just really good reinforcements because it looked like Lauren was forced into that, like got caught out and necessarily wasn't the spot, but to just be like, I'm using, and then everyone's there to back it up. Like,
Cuckoo, appreciate the massive prime sub. I don't know if any of the Portugal players and coaches are still in my chat, but I appreciate it, guys. I'm just sorry, I'm a little distracted right now.
Some of the stuff is.
Also, this is a free fight for Spain. If you're
So shout outs to them
I don't
for
think
actually
they
coming on
expect
stream still.
anything here. If you lose it, so be it. You know the other team is coming in to spend their entire ult bank. And EMP Pulse Bomb used. The only thing about that, though, Italy didn't have to use that much. They got held so early into the fight, they were able to hold Kitsune and beat. That's actually massive economy-wise.
Yeah, they're going to have actually a little bit better going forward as both the supports, but the X Factor could be Hira, as Hira's been a terror onto the back line and nearing a pulse bomb. So while they have both support
Oh, chat,
ultimates
by
now,
the way,
maybe one of
Spain
them gets
versus
forced
Italy.
out,
I don't know
maybe
who
one
you
of them
guys are
dies
going to
with
choose
us.
for this, but I definitely think,
could be the situation here. Held, though, opens up with the Primal. Disruption on the way. Hack onto Frey's. Frey gonna
I don't
die
know.
before
I don't know. I
Kitsune.
think this is going to be a good
No,
game. I
Frey
don't.
gets
Oh,
away
he
from
beat it off the
Kitsune.
map. He
Oh,
beat it off the
no.
map. He
Came out,
Ajax.
but no one heard the
Help!
Ajax.
Holy shit!
Singing to the fishes as Maiken drops the beat
Oh,
but gets
no,
primaled off of
bro,
the edge.
no,
biggest
that's the worst
Ajax
thing
of
that could
all
fucking
time is up
happen.
Over the top. Rumor
He
is
even typed,
he's still falling to this day.
The long goodbye Ajax edition.
I'm sorry to laugh, but that's, you know, Overwatch is a great game when stuff like that happens. You hear the beat drop, and then Lucio's locked in that beat animation, and then just
Let's drop
launched off the cliff.
beat. Just plunk into the water.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah, you know, there's losing and there's losing with comedy. And you know what? I respect that from Italy. As both teams being good sportsmen in chat. That's fun. But here we go, Hex. We're into the well. No one's been... I don't know if anyone's really been pushed into the well today. At least we haven't called
Have not
it
seen
out.
it yet, no. Trust me, I will tell you when I see it happen.
know it is a favorite, but here we go. Spain jumping on over. Sombra Tracer v Sombra Tracer. Key point difference, though, in Kiriko one side, Break on the other. And also Lucid. Persona.
Opening hacks here. Right on solo.
Rajion is just melted. That was ridiculous. Hira and Lauren just laid into the Winston and never stopped after the hack. And again, losing a tank early, tough. You can delay a little bit better here on well without a tank, but that early, you just let it go.
Yeah, it's just brutal. When you see Spain just take inches and inches after that, moving right forward, and the other team just doesn't have the bodies to contest it.
Alright, so Spain, first control. Yukino, the dive, massive. Hira, Helv, and Lauren just assassinated Yukino super quickly there. Chimera, though, trying to make Helv pay for it. Really good tracer damage in the back. Pulse bomb built up. You gotta think it's going for the Ana Brig. Chimera knows both are there, but here comes the support, and Chimera goes, please, health pack? Where's the health pack? What do I do?
Who took it?
Yeah.
Oh no. Yeah, and just like the comms to call out where somebody is too. I mean, it's small, but that Ana was alone for a second. Then Brig comes in to help. Then the Sombra comes in to help. And then they bully the Tracer out. Tracer's looking for pack, and the other Tracer goes to get it. Like, it's just these small things that Spain does. I mean, it's the reason they're undefeated so far.
Here, pulse bomb stick. Kaboom!
Wait, Spain's undefeated?
Yukino in the back. Yukino must have had shift down or just decided not worth it. In any case, Helv going in for a little bit extra stacker. Hira finds Rajion, and this might be getting worse before it gets better as Spain is feeling their groove.
Just an execution onto the Reaper. Again, lore accurate based on the first cinematic. Yeah, I mean, Italy's in a really rough spot right now. A big nade comes in, too, on the other side of things. So Italy's going to have to burn some ultimates here. They're into their last chance on this map. So at the very least, maybe you get a Kitsune to open up. You need your tank to live long enough to get Primal. Buy some time and some space to get some kills. But
I need a keyboard,
right now with a good EMP.
You need a restraining
what
order.
Keyboard should I get? What's a good keyboard?
Like, you invoke the legal system. EMP out, Hira and Helv, the follow-through. The coordination from Spain continues to be unreal, and that's just going to sweep them to a quick victory here on Ilios. Really strong stuff.
Cleanup. Yeah, it looks very, very good, very coordinated. Out for blood, not giving any quarter to this Italy team.
Sad Winston delay continues. I mean, it will buy a little bit of time for Italy to come back in, but...
He lives through it, too, so, I mean, it's not quite over yet.
Yukino, though, gets caught. Hira goes down.
Hira's down.
Small possibility. Rajion is able to stay alive. The delay has actually gone longer than expected at 99-0, but how much could possibly be in the tank here? Spain still looking good. Hira back into the fight in just a second, and overtime nearly ticks down. Italy just barely tried to keep this going. Still a long way to go.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, we're at a full 5v5 now. Like,
Bomb's good to
totally
go.
legit. Yeah, bombs are going to be up. Pulse bombs could change the complexion of this fight.
Yukino went for the teleport and got slapped in the back, is what just happened there. Pulse bomb from Chimera comes out, gets Gala. What in the world? No way that this is happening.
Time to go back to spawn, Spain. Spain just lost both their supports. Yeah, just not able to clean that up. I mean, I want to give Rajion some credit.
Yeah.
There was time it got antied, was in a really bad spot, able to bubble and jump away, and keeping that tank alive was critical in being able to keep this map alive. Now, right now, Spain's going to have an EMP and a pulse bomb and a primal from their 3 of their star players, so it's going to be tough to live through this one.
Pulse bomb on the Rajion. Follow through is there. Helv has already taken down Myken, and Helv finishes off Yukino. So yeah, the follow through from Spain, super well coordinated. That is an entertaining primal momentum. This time.
Okay, Chad, I have to pay attention to this game, but I need to get a keyboard.
We'll see if Italy can pull a miracle delay once more, but I don't know if I'd bank on it here as Myken just falls over to a stream of electricity.
If Spain stays on this from Gala, I like that a lot to go with this kind of dive to be able to get your support up with the dive. So the Winston goes in, and then you teleport to the Winston, and you're right there with them.
Yeah, and as I look at this here, the Pharah is an interesting
cool.
choice here.
Keyboard
I
works.
don't think we're going to see it.
You don't think it's going to... Yeah, because you look at the supports. There's no Mercy. That's the tell.
Well, I mean, we've seen, like, Pharah and Echo without, like, a Mercy, but, yeah, I just didn't expect it there. Probably a Tracer from Hira.
Oh, early Bionade. But that's one of those Bionades where it hits a spawn door, but there's never going to be the fall.
Yeah, but you take the percentage, I guess. Take your 8%. Yeah. Call it a day.
Oh, it's still worth doing, for sure. Quick hack here. Hack attempt out from Lauren.
It's kind of gutsy for Lauren to decloak right there, like right below all the damage of Italy.
Look, Hira and Lauren want
Let's see how this goes.
Tanks. That's all you have to know. Or in this case, tank singular, the blood of Rajion is perhaps what is being quested for. Tracer v Tracer here in the underpass. Hira can use recall. Says the Tracer dual bores me. I'm gonna shoot Winston again on the payload. Now look at the other Tracer. A little bit of back and forth going in on the top. And look at Lauren and Hira now, the double team looking for Chimera. Chimera's able to get away. Meanwhile, both supports of Spain go down. However, you kind of look how Spain was playing there. They were still split just to get the payload moving.
Who did we just watch, Jets? Portugal?
Yeah, I mean, they also didn't necessarily like
Belgium?
commit on that Tracer. It was kind of weird what they did, and then they did leave their supports out to dry, like not even thinking about turning around there. So a little bit rough. Right now, Yukino's just pumping in damage. Hasn't been like a huge factor thus far, but hasn't died. You know, getting up there. It's still a problem you're gonna have to deal with.
Send it to me. I wanted smile.
Armirex, appreciate the massive dono. And Nathaniel, appreciate the massive 61 months, my friend. Absolutely insane. Psych ward, appreciate the massive
the old
subs.
80-80 spam. 80-80 can't hit me. What's going on there? You know, Dynamite. Nano, meanwhile, on the health, takes down Mike and gets slept.
Sleep.
It'll at least mitigate some of this here. Still not the worst opening for Spain. Kala goes down, but not before Hira gets Frey. Both supports down for Italy, and this is where Hira can really feast.
Yeah, again, the back line for Spain does go down too, but it is all for naught.
Okay, chat, I think we're good to go. I think we're good to go.
Maybe primaled off.
I think we're good.
Canale, maybe primaled off the map.
Well, this is a rough situation. Rajion to be in, just getting up on the point. Held.
What team do you want to win? Italy versus Spain? I don't know. They're both. I don't know really both teams.
Next.
I think everyone's rooting for Spain to win. So I mean,
healthy on that, and then obviously like the cherry on top is the pulse bomb there. So very nice. Spain, you know, they do have this EMP, but who are you going to target? Because everyone's going to be kind of separate. Are you just going to try to pull off onto the Ashe? The Ana's also up top too, but this is going to be the test of coordination. Also, the spy check brig up top is a nice addition.
Just swing the mace around, see if you find a Sombra in the invisible waters. But you're going to see Lauren head out for a moment. But EMP, definitely...
Yeah. They're just waiting to set this up. I think they're going to set it up to dive up top. They've been biding their time. There it is.
Exactly what they do. And Maiken is eliminated. EMP goes off. 2 instant eliminations. That is the coordination we are seeing out of Spain right now. You love to see it. I think Hell was already midweek before the EMP even went out. It's great.
Yeah, and like Hell was up top with Canale, like just kind of poking, and they were just charging Nano. They were just waiting, right? If you're Italy, you kind of had this sense of impending doom of like, why aren't they going in? Why aren't they going in? It's a little too quiet. And then all of a sudden, I mean, you can see it a mile away. EMP comes in on both, and then Nano Winston with the stomp, and just as clean as can be.
I mean, it's one of those things, Hex, where if they're a horror movie, it'd be the point where the music just stops. And that's never good for any of the protagonists. It's like, uh-oh, like someone's gonna break down the door.
Yeah, got Tracer pushing the cart on the bottom there, so the most mobile hero able to reinforce at a moment's notice. But Help is going to take the top of the shuttle. It's so important. That's pretty gutsy going in, but with Primal, you can take those risks.
Here it got Chimera back on the payload. The old Tracer 1v1. Meanwhile, Helv taken down. Got the Primal, got bursted. Payload, though, right now, gets decently far. Bomb from Hira connects, gets Maiken. And Hira just continues to be a force of nature for Spain, even down their tank. Chimera, he go blow for blow here, goes for the pulse bomb on the floor. No, doesn't quite get it as Hira finds another in Yukino.
The Winston's up top. He's clearing up top. All high ground has been kind of mitigated already by Spain jumping in. There is going to be a rally, though, for Maiken, so should be able to hold on at this point. But the question is, like, when they hold on to this point, can they regain the high ground? The high ground is so important.
Yes.
Taking the shuttle is so important.
If Rajion doesn't die here, they're good. They got Helv. Like, Helv, I think, overextended a little bit. And once you lose your tank, it's hard to stay up here. Rajion, though, half HP, needs to get out. Not quite in the moment where, you know, the next dive would be an instant primal. Lauren, though, it's going to be about EMP here again here, Hex, I feel like.
I wonder if you wait long enough for it to charge up passively, or you just like get a little bit of damage, then EMP right off of it.
You missed the J3 pulse bomb. Chat, they're not called J3 pulse bombs, bro.
Top a shuttle.
Go back up. Oh, Helvis slept! Good sleep to kick things off. Canale down. Lauren, though, comes in from the back, gets Chimera. Spain's already gotten 2. No EMP invested. Might not even be needed. And where is Hera? But back on the payload, just melting, tag teaming with Lauren.
If he can stall this for long enough, his team can come back. There you go. His Tracer's already back.
Out to delay. But Spain likes the moment they have here because even if Italy gets back in, the EMP's got shut down. Bomb from Lauren, or Hera out, gets Rajion. And do they use the EMP here, Hex? They'd like to save it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess, you know, might as well. Make sure you get it, I suppose, because losing it right here is brutal. It's one of the worst spots in the game to lose the point, like akin to King's Row B. It's the worst point in the game to like, lose right there,
taste.
So might as well pump it in. Lauren was holding it for a really long time. I mean, I didn't even notice the Yukino switch onto Cass, like, because it hasn't really done anything, but, like, that's the ultimate compliment as a Tracer. You make them switch to Cass. It used to be much harder, like a much harder counter, of course, when there was the flashbang, Tracer Eraser kind of thing. But even now, I mean, I think it's to deal with both Hera and Lauren because it's also not getting a super value out of Ashe either. So Yukino have been very quiet this game.
Sleep on the Helve. Helve, though, isn't bursted down, is able to get the Primal out before dying. Rajion, meanwhile, into the backline, under pressure. Gonna have to try and leap away. Helve nearly got bursted down, Primal or no. Both teams at full strength here thus far. Rally's faded.
Pro noob, appreciate massive 2 months.
Hera, though, close to another bomb. And if you've been watching, you know how impactful that can be. 98% bomb ready. Where's it gonna go?
You blame me for the lack of sleep.
Oh, he was just trying to style the other Tracer. I respect the attempt, but good lord, as pause.
Looking for pause. I'm not certain why, but we'll probably find out. You get killed by the Sombra that you didn't even see coming, right? So it's always like this one side and another, and having a single cast try to deal with it is almost impossible. So, I mean, I feel for Yukino right now because the way Lauren and Hera are playing, it just feels like overwhelming at all points in time.
I mean, Hera's feeling so good where if you were to go back and look at that last pulse bomb attempt, it looked like, oh, you pulse bomb nothing. But like a second after the pulse bomb went out, you saw Chimera go where the pulse bomb was.
Came back that
Hera
fast,
was like 1 second off from getting the Tracer v Tracer pulse bomb. That read is actually unreal, even though it didn't work. But here we go. Spain, dive on in. It's Rajion immediately, but Hera dives and the Deadeye connects, so that's a good exchange for Italy, where, by the way, I think Helve did get his...
The one thing bad for Spain is that he DC'd, so he's not going to have Tinkle.
So, yeah, Helve in a little bit of trouble. Helve decides it's time to Rhine, and this is a point that you can actually definitely Rhine on here, but it's probably just to get back to the point, a charge in quick enough that
it wasn't a smart idea to lift it up to show chat.
Yeah, I mean, overtime is in progress here, so Spain gonna try and do everything possible to keep this going. Nail going down, though. That's huge from Chimera. Yukino finished off Helve, and yeah, it's gonna get held here, but still pretty good attack from Spain, but a nice rally from Italy at the end, and something that easily could have just run away from them.
Yeah, they did a nice job. They got some Deadeye value as well towards the end. So I mean, as long as you stop, like you give yourself a chance to stay in this. And you know, given the composition that Spain wants to run, it's not like an ideal composition to play on a defense of Gibraltar, right? Like Sombra, Tracer, Dive. I think they'll probably force it. It's like Spain has what they want to play, and like they're just going to perfect it. Sombra, Tracer, Winston is not terrible enough on any map.
Someone's asking when Denmark plays. Denmark plays after this game.
So Spain's got their cards, and I think they're probably going to stick with it. If I recall back to the other matches we've done of Spain, I guess they ran something different on Circuit Royale, right? They ran a Reinhardt and a couple of different things, so they do have other things in their pocket.
Yeah, and you know, I think back to why the time kind of worked out the way it did there. The one thing Italy did do really well.
I'm eating pasta watching my team get humiliated.
I mean, it took a while to evict the Ashe from the high ground to get a decisive dive. And yeah, when Spain did get that dive, it looked great. It was picture perfect. But the thing that might have gotten lost in that, you know, with telling that story is that it still took Spain a long time to do that, which was, you know, a big benefit to Italy.
Yeah, I mean, they were able to spot the Sombra, I think, at least once, and then spotting the Sombra makes them reset up. So once that Sombra hits the low ground, the translocator is to come out, and then it's a long walk up those stairs again, and then waiting for the perfect timing. So, yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a decent defense by Italy, and they give themselves a puncher's chance. You finish up this map, and we go to map 3.
All right, Widow, bold choice here from Italy. You know, Widow on first point has not been the most successful on the average here in Gibraltar in this tournament, but all it takes is landing a few shots to change that calculus quickly as Spain. See health get pretty low. Quick recall coming out here from Hira. Italy,
well, I mean, yeah, I think there's a lot of pressure on Yukino because I think like that's the reason you pick this map, right? It's so Yukino can play Ashe and Yukino can play Widow. So definitely feeling the pressure and has a moment to think about it and spawn is another beautifully executed dive from Spain.
Yeah, but at the same note, Italy was able to go over and get the dive onto the support, and that's actually a little bit of a better trade for Italy.
It's like how when you're really excited and you say nice.
Yeah, it is going.
Noise.
The old syllables blending together.
Yeah, it happens. It's been you know, three days full of matches. You can't expect the mouth to work 100% of the time.
It's true, but Italy.
True, what he said. True.
Here in record speed. Nice bionade on both Hira and Health. The bomb though ready for Hira. Is Spain about to explode once again? Health woken up for his nap. Very close to dying. Not close to primal. Bomb from Chimera against Canale. Both supports down for Spain, and Italy
wins
looking strong on their map choice here thus far.
I like the switch from Yukino. Like the Widow's not working out for you, and
who are you rooting
Reaper
for
can do
besides your
such
homeland?
havoc
Minute 7,
on the
I'm asking.
dive that Spain wants to pull off. Right? It's good for offense. It's also one of those weird like. It doesn't feel like a vertical hero, but you can definitely take shuttle. You can definitely take easy high ground with the Reaper. So really like the play. I love the forward push here from Italy.
Hell got slept early on.
I'd have been greedy there. I'd have tried to primal them off this cliff.
Well, that's why you're not playing in this tournament.
That's exactly why.
Lauren gets Yukino early on. Canale traded out in turn. Not the worst trade here from Italy. They decide to invest a rally here. They want to keep the momentum going. They don't want to give Spain any room to recover here if possible. Spain getting poked down a bit. Gala getting really, really low. And Gala down! Rajion gets the finish at the very end. Lauren, though,
that was a big EMP.
Drops the EMP.
Great.
Well,
that was a big EMP.
What
I noticed that a lot of teams are doing is they use EMP to just blow up one person.
And you see Health also using.
So they killed the Brig.
Spain invested a lot here, and Italy's still not gone from the point.
No, and they're going to be able to push off the Sombra, so they're going to have some time here. It's still only 3 on the point. Oh, a huge purple comes down to anti-heal. Yukino down. Rajion does live, but there's not enough damage to keep this push up.
And this is a little bit frustrating for Italy, where you might look at they've gotten here in a lot of time. They have. But now Spain gets their breather. They get a chance to set back up. And if this Death Blossom coming up isn't huge, Spain really gets the dig in.
I'm going to be honest with you. Five Guys fries are a hit or miss.
What they got here.
These are a little soggy and they kind of
don't get bombed by Hira. They do the first step. They don't get bombed by Hira.
Also, Five Guys Sprite
up to the top.
blows,
Gets covered by Rajion. Pretty decent coordination. Death Blossom good to go.
Yeah, you can force this issue. The sleep came out, so you can force this. Good spread, though, from Spain. Like, they're all over the place.
Frey was able to get health. It's huge. Spain down a tank. Italy now on the approach. Nano on to Rajion. In progress. They get point B. Spain continues to struggle to find their footing, and they go for the reset, as I mentioned.
Yep, Gibraltar will eat you alive. That just happens. There's really no good place to fight if you spawn in that second spot
did not
already.
get on the
fucking
on
you
the
might
prize.
as well just not give them alt charge. So Lauren gonna switch to a Reaper of their own at the moment.
Yeah, also Spain cannot play this way you normally play Gibraltar last because of how they didn't get the payload up far enough on their attack. Like, this is not the defender's advantage you usually have on point C. Yukino laying in the damage. Hira finds Rajion, though, as Spain.
That's big.
Yeah, they just get to walk forward. Hira just comes back and goes, by the way, I am still good at Tracer, just a heads up.
Looks like they're gonna go for the camp here, too. It's one of the weird points that actually can be camped pretty successfully. But the problem is if you camp it out here on the defense and you lose somebody, you probably lose the map at this point.
Yeah, Yeah, I mean, Spain, this is a long time to defend this particular area of Gibraltar Sea. It's where they're really they have to be regretting they didn't get further. But here comes Hira on the ambush with the pulse bomb, looking for the brig. No! Does not get it.
I should be in the World Cup if these are the pulse bombs.
Pressured him.
That's all I'm saying.
Forced the pulse bomb to come out a little bit early. Good Tracer v Tracer from Chimera, but will Chimera be able to live? Hira on the assault. Hira also low at the same time. Chimera punishes Hira, and Yukino goes forward, plays damage in the health. The primal or not, nearly dead, taken on down. But here comes Lauren down Broad Street. Death Blossom gets 2, and Spain is hanging on.
Yukino came out of Wraith early and tried to blossom their own. I didn't like that. Maybe I saw something, or maybe Yukino saw something I didn't, or vice versa. But there was a nano Death Blossom, and it was not even close to finishing. Yeah, and Yukino came out of their own Wraith form to try to blossom. I don't know. I'd have to look back at it, but for the moment, it looks like a very strange decision.
Also, as soon as they see Italy coming on Reaper, Spain goes back to the Sombra. They know
it sucks when you're playing bad
Reaper.
and you know there's a lot of fucking people watching. There's a lot of eyes on you, and then that just it starts. What do you call it? What's the term?
Tracer poke in the Winston
spiraling
slam.
down, bro. Because and then you start living in your own head, and then you're like fuck, and it's terrible, bro. It's terrible.
Hex, Italy had so much time to start things off here. Now down to a minute 40. Spain has rallied and more. And Yukino went back to the Reaper. This hero chess is going on.
Well, I mean, that was a pretty unceremonious Ashe life. It's just pretty tough to run Ashe against a team that's got their Winston and Tracer on such the same wavelength. And now, like, because of that, like, Italy is nothing to work with. This might just have to be a junk rush where you go in and hopefully build ults and force Spain to use ults.
Well, ideally, they get the nano up here, right? Rajion getting low. If Frey can get the nano, it'd be great for Italy. Meanwhile, for Spain,
that EMP is going to be big.
They got the EMP. Lauren's waiting. Goes for the quick hack. Waiting and waiting here on the EMP. Finally drops it. Hits 3. Is Chimera going to live? Maybe. Help! Meanwhile, gets slept and punished. 4v4 after the EMP. Not the worst result here for Italy. Bionade, though, comes out. This pressure going to be there.
Yo, come on, Italy. Win this, Italy.
Healing is there. The rally is out. Italy would like to put this away here and now. Hell, though, has built up the primal. It's going to be good delay, and it'll give Hira time for the bomb.
Nice purple there, and the Death Blossom will get one.
He got one. He got one. He got one.
Both supports down,
still,
yeah.
Hira's around. Hira gets Yukino. Has the bomb, gets the stick!
Oh,
Hira coming in with help to keep Spain above water. 20 seconds left to go. And Italy, they get one more attempt. Spain has nearly weathered the storm.
Yeah, the win condition of the nano was burned by Italy, and they were able to get supports, but not able to clean it up. Couple switches coming from Spain late as they didn't have anything on the board anyway. It's going to be a Junker Queen and a Reaper just gets the sustain onto the payload.
Hira to the back line, just one clip spray, takes Frey out, and not to dinner. As you see Italy just hanging on, trying to stay in the fight. Rajion takes down Hira, has dealt with the raid boss. Hell, though, nano boosted Junker Queen. Yukino doesn't care, finds Gala in the back. Both teams trading to and fro. Hell, though, very tanky on the point. The May has come out for Italy. Italy has more bodies on the point. Helv is just staying alive. They don't have it just yet. Helv down. Hira back
Italy
in,
wins
finds
this.
Yukino. Surely they don't delay in this situation,
no way
but
Italy does not win this.
Before, but this may be next level.
This is a
Somehow
1-1. We're going to a map 3.
On the payload, Italy desperately just trying to push it the last 0.43 meters. Hira goes down. And is that going to be it? Is it going to be map 3? It is.
What a fucking round, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I still think you favor Spain in general from how we've seen both teams play, and the fact that Italy's edge did come from defense on Watch Point Gibraltar, which is hard to replicate on other maps.
Who do you guys think is going to win?
It came
tied 1-1.
Reaper, which right now
I don't know who's going to win, but these two teams are going fucking at it. I love it.
Health under a bit of pressure here early on.
Yeah, I mean, I think the goal for both of these compositions is to get to that Ana spot. Yeah, you see right there trying to jump into the Ana, but whip shot away, and Helv goes down.
Yeah, quick punish on the health, courtesy of a Bionade at the very end. Wasn't even the anti-healing that caused it, just mostly the damage. And
It's just playbook like from both of these spots. Like we saw, like we highlighted that Ana spot in the Great Britain game where Backbone was up there. Like it's a perfect spot on this map to play an Ana. And then like both Winstons are going to try to go up there. Both Winstons got whip shotted, but Helv got anti-healed during his attempt. So that was the reason that dive didn't work. Italy's going to take it early.
Spain right now struggling a little bit early on. I mean, part of it is just the fact that Helv got bursted down early. Rajian going to the back. Helv
come
chasing.
on, Italy!
Helv
Come on,
piled it.
Italy!
No HP. Is the fall through going to be there? Helv's at 1 HP. Helv is healed. What in the world? Italy wasn't able to finish it off, and now Rajian and Frey are overextended and in a rough spot. Hex, how in the world did Helv survive?
It's one of the great mysteries of the world. You will never quite understand it.
This game is going neck and neck,
turning
bro.
point, perhaps, in this
I
next
love
fight
it.
is going to
I
be
love
EMP value. Both of these teams are, I mean, they're almost dead even.
96
in
to
ultimates across
96,
the board. Yeah. So I mean, this one is 100% execution. Spain has shown themselves to be the more aggressive team, so imagine smashing Qs as soon as they get them. But across the board, all ults are even.
What kind of apple is that? I don't know. I got it from dinner last time. I went to
coming on out,
a few days ago when I went to dinner with my dad.
Able to punish Helv first after the EMP trade. It's good for Italy here. Italy's still at a full 5. Spain loses the benefit of their EMP here, looking for a heal. And this is going to be Italy just zooming right back, still with overall progress advantage.
Yeah, definitely overall progress advantage. Just a better cleanup for Italy. Spain got 3 in the EMP. Italy mostly just marked Helv, but like as long as you're getting the target EMP, then it's a better EMP. No one's counting. No one's scoreboarding like how many people get EMP'd.
Helv was super low.
Oh,
Opens this
shit,
fight
wait,
with the
I did
nano.
move my
Has
thing
the
over
primal
here.
reserve. Rajian
Why did I move my shit?
Oh no!
Meanwhile,
you can't do that. Spain just gives that up for free on the checkpoint. That's tough. I mean, both teams focus in the fight. Both teams have used Primal. Actually, no, Rajian hasn't used Primal. Rajian, that was just Nano earlier. Now Rajian uses the Primal. And just a little bit of juggling over here. Held out of the fight. Rajian still going to town. Italy keeping up the pressure and then some.
Who won? Spain won the first round, right?
Maybe looks like it doesn't get anything,
Italy's
but it
fucking
keeps
about to
both
have a
supports
reverse
occupied.
sweep,
Meanwhile,
bro.
the rest of the team's able to take down Helv because Helv has
They're about
no
a reverse sweep, chat. Yo, who's here from
that's
who's here from Italy in my chat?
Canale just crushed Frey and Mike, and the fall through was there. That was a meaty Bionade that really relieves some pressure here on Spain because Italy has been playing.
Yo, you guys got to root for your team. You guys are kicking ass right now.
I mean, it's one of those things that it could be an upset. It can be a weird map, especially with forward spawns now. Like, if you lose 1 or 2 fights, that like we talk about momentum in so many of these game modes, talk about it in Escort a lot, because it holds sway there too, but Push is the one where momentum matters so much.
EMP bomb here, though. This is where Hero could go. Bomb out. Canucks finds Frey early on. Yeah, that's honestly the cleanest thing Spain could expect, and it goes back to that mantra: when they need a hero play, they look to Hera, and they got
my whole fucking setup is just fucked up right now.
I mean, it's just holding on to that spot. Like I've called it the Ana spot before, but they just make sure that they can't get there. You think that these fights are happening near the point, but they're not. They're happening over these corners, and they devolve into the points.
Comes in, EMP's out, and Hera there on the fall through once more. Lauren sets it up. Hera knocks it down. In Italy, they did EMP at the same time, got nothing out of it. So that is a horrific trade for Italy as Hera continues to eat well.
Yeah, Yukino really thought that, like, oh, I didn't get EMP'd, so I can counter
Reaper.
EMP this. It doesn't matter. Yeah, Yukino has to go back to the Reaper. It's maybe the right choice. It's worked out for Italy in the past. Italy still is winning this. You would love to be able to fight before Spain can take this one back, but you can't go in before your team and lose someone early.
I want to see if Lauren swaps over to the Reaper next opportunity in response.
Jay3 might be all sticky. What, my keyboard? My keyboard's not sticky.
Goes for it, but we got Helm jumping in off the Nano, close to Primal, builds it up mid-fight, smacking around, just crunches Frey on the side. A lot of heavy damage coming into Helv while Helv does this. Rajian on the other end builds the Primal, takes down Ana. It's a bad day for Ana's getting beaten up by Winston, to say the least. But now Helv able to get back out.
I was able to live, but Spain's not able to take that point away.
Yeah,
like,
and
Spain's
they're also
still in trouble.
Yeah, Spain is still behind in progress. Still a lot of time left to go, though. 4.5 minutes. But Italy can make this, 2 fights to get back to that point if they play their cards right.
It's so quiet. It was so quiet for a second.
Right here in the back, you see the focus fire coming in onto Helv. Rashion, though, on the other end, dies to Hera as Helv, okay, gets shot out of the sky. Both teams down to Winston, so tankless fight here. Yukino gets Canale before dying, but Lauren goes wild into the back.
Just in case.
Also, Hex, are you still there?
Yeah, no, sorry. I'm just trying to process something.
Yeah, it's just you're back.
Yeah, Lauren is going to have this EMP for the next fight. It's going to be
He
really,
literally
really
asked if his
important, but, I
fucking
mean, Italy can play this
guy was
defensively right now.
there.
They don't have to play the offense. Push is such a weird dynamic where there's times where you don't necessarily want to fight, especially if you're winning. So make Spain be the aggressors. Take this push if you can, but it's not the end-all, be-all. So not over-committing to this fight is going to be really important for Italy.
All right, Spain, meanwhile, if they are able to win this fight, they should take the progress lead here and push it. All-important fight for Spain. We're looking at Lauren here on the setup, going over to the high ground. Chimera gets the pulse bomb before Spain can complete the setup.
Chimera, bro, Chimera.
And keeping the tempo in their favor.
Huge there. Yukino has done a really good job of pushing
shit!
Health
I'm
back.
actually.
I mean, even
Does
the
Italy have
primals
another
here, Health
DPS
just
player? I'm surprised they kept
never
Yukino
feels
in there after like he was like. It looked like he was doing
pushed
pretty
back
bad.
enough. No need to follow. No need.
I'm
to
glad
be
he's
super
in there though
aggressive, and this will
to finish
be
it out. It's a
full
close series,
response
76
taken
meters to
again for
67.
Italy. He said plenty of time a little bit ago. Not really true anymore.
It's starting to go away. Yukino, though.
That's big, though.
Melted down by Lauren. It is big, especially at 55 HP. Bionade went on to Spain. They're able to withstand Hera. Pulse bomb set up. Rajion takes down Gala. I think you might see the pulse bomb come out in this fight. Hera would have liked to have saved it. Possible.
Emily,
Right
I
now,
appreciate the
Spain
massive
is just
dono.
fighting
Who do you think
to
will win the
stay
World Cup? Also, thanks for
with the
streaming this so
momentum
much.
here.
Appreciate
Not
it.
to push back further.
I think
They can't be
probably going to be
conservative. Early hack on the Rajion,
South
but not
Korea.
long
South
enough
Korea looks like they
to
have a
get the
great team.
primal
They're
out.
a championship team,
So,
actually.
primal
Appreciate the massive dono, and you don't have to
Rajion
worry about.
goes
I'm
to
so
the back.
glad they allowed us to like
Slapping around
co-host
here on
this,
the primal.
co-stream these.
Hail, really nice play by Rajion, and all
Like
of
it's
this
about
is
time they
draining
actually
the
let us
clock
do
away
this.
from Spain.
We can't do it
There's
for
only 2
Overwatch
minutes
League,
left.
so.
I mean, the one thing here for Italy is that they had to
WFI,
push
appreciate the massive
forward
prime
to try
sub.
to help out Rajion, and so they've given up like the really high ground. So good trades though.
If you're Italy, you are happy with these trades. It's keeping things on the side of the map.
You co-hosting is the only reason I'm watching. Yeah, I'm so glad they did this. I'm so glad.
Spain. And I mean, on that note, for Spain, #1 objective here. Don't get hit by a pulse bomb
I
by
appreciate
Chimera.
that 6
You
months. How
can't
you
afford it
doing?
anymore.
I hope your
Help
day's going
takes
well.
the initiative, gets the nano, goes up and over, looking for the
my
support.
day's not
Reaper
going well.
gonna be
You
greeting
missed
him on the
a
high
very
ground as Gallop
interesting
falls on the other end. Rajion had a way
event.
more effective dive, and again, Spain is just getting bled out.
There's just brilliant peel there too. I mean, we haven't said it enough, but like Maiken has hit pretty much every
What
whip
happened?
shot to deny
I opened up
the
a Sprite
jump-ins from
bottle and it
Helv, then
exploded
Helv
all
is
over
gonna
my
try to
computer
get back
and
up there,
everything
but
shut down.
antis, and then the
And I
Reaper
fried
is
my
pushing him back.
UPS.
We're under a minute. Spain has to win like 3 fights in a row cleanly, and I don't see it happening so far based on how this map has gone. That's a
He
good
comes
start.
out. Here's our in the fall
It's on my
through.
Twitter.
Again, the Lauren
Chat,
Hera
go follow my Twitter.
combination.
Go follow my
They need to
Instagram.
do that multiple times in a row. They're not going to have multiple EMPs. Yukino, meanwhile, just staying alive here, being such a menace on the Reaper. Even in a fight where they're going to lose, you look at the time drawn off again. You got to like where Italy is, especially when you look at the ult bank.
Yeah, we'll see if they spawn too and they get forwards. It might just happen, but yeah, the ult bank is really
7
strong.
Up
I mean,
is
you might
not
as well
better
call
than
it 5
Sprite.
check
Are you
marks
on
unless
fucking
Yukino
drugs?
or Rajion make huge
Ugh.
mistakes. Hero's
7 Up
gonna
is
have to be a hero.
disgusting.
You need this pulse bomb to find pay dirt here.
Well, here we go. Both teams setting up once more. Helv had the jump back for a moment. Nano ready and waiting here for Frey. Bionade's already been used. Pulse bomb comes up from here. It does not connect. And the Nano goes onto the Reaper. All faith into Yukino on the Reaper, walking forward. They get Canale in the back. Chimera strikes once more in overtime. That's it.
Italy won?
Takes the map.
Oh,
they take the match.
shit.
And what a rally from Italy.